What's up, guys? Motivation Monday. Today we're going to be talking about limiting beliefs. Now, this is something that I think everyone deals with, and it stems really from, I think, what we kind of tell ourselves when we were younger, what we grow up believing about ourselves, and I think almost everyone has these. And it's this idea in the back of your head that you are only capable of so much, or you have this purpose to be one thing, even though you might want to be something else, but you just can't be that other thing. Because that's not you, or that you're not capable of that. These are all limiting beliefs, and I've had them. I still have some, I'm sure. They're things that we constantly have to go through our life addressing. If you don't ever address your limiting beliefs, you live inside them, and you live this limited life with limited potential and obviously limited results. If you want to tap into that unlimited potential you have, if you want to go out there and make, unlimited results, you have to get rid of the limiting beliefs. I'd say the best way to do that is start small, right? One exercise that I've always used was to kind of write down just one limiting belief that I found, one thing I told myself I couldn't do, or this narrative that I kind of had in my head where when that topic would come up, I'd just have this automatic response to it. I wouldn't even think about it. I'd just be like, oh, this is how I feel about that, or oh, this is how it is for me. And I would take that and I'd take an honest look at it and be like, why do I keep saying this? Why is that the reaction I have to this? Why is that what I believe about this? And I took a step back and I just assessed it for a week. And all of a sudden I began to realize, maybe that's not true. Maybe I am just telling myself this. Could there be some truth to some of the limiting beliefs? Sure. But I think I over-exaggerate a lot of them, and I found that to be very true. I'll give you guys an example. I always told myself that I'd never be a strong bench presser, that I was weak, I had long arms, not a lot of upper body mass. I'd always be good at lower body lifts like squats and deadlifts, but I'd never ever be able to be a strong bench presser. Besides that, I knew that genetically growing up, I broke my left hand right at the growth plate, and it didn't ever grow as long as my right forearm. It made benching with a barbell nearly impossible for me, and it led to this limiting belief that I'd never be a good bench presser. Now, it's pretty easy to say, right? I've got the pre-existing conditions. I had an injury as a kid that led me to believe that I could never be good at it. So all the variables for a solid excuse were there. But then I said to myself, why can't I be? I was telling myself all the reasons that I can't. Why couldn't I? Focusing on all the things that say, no, you can't do this, when I could be focusing on the things that are, yes, you can. And there's always that other side of the coin. There's always reasons why you can be very good at something, but we don't like to focus on those. We like to limit ourselves and stay in this cozy little zone because the reasons we can do something are oftentimes so much harder than the reasons we can't. I took the hard route and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna start doing it. And I was benching 3 times a week, and I was studying, and I was learning from people, and I was finding ways to make it work even with some of the other imbalances that not many people have, like arms that are 2 different lengths. And it was tough, but I was able to take my scrawny little frame, pack muscle on it, and take my bench from not even being able to bench 135 pounds, which is the 245 plates on either side, to benching over 2 plates on each side at 245 pounds. And to this day, I'm still going up. I'm still increasing my weight. One day, I expect to be able to bench 315 pounds or 3 plates on each side. And I don't want to stop there. I want to keep progressing forward. Would I have ever done that if I kept telling myself that I was a terrible bencher and that I would never have the opportunity? No. And to this day, I still find myself saying, like, oh, my lift for deadlift is this high and squats this high, and then my bench sucks. And it's true. It still does, but that's because I have to work on it, because I let that limiting belief hold me back for so long. I never worked on it. I gave up years of working on it because I just believed it never could be, because I had a few variables that weren't perfect. If you guys have something like that in your life right now, you have to get rid of it. Because I'm telling you what, people who get rid of their limiting beliefs are the people you see out there doing stuff. They're the people who are making an impact. Because everyone has limiting beliefs. And the key to success, the main key to success, I think, is getting rid of the limiting belief. Because it's scary, it's hard work, it's everything that success is in one single little step. And obviously there's so much that goes into getting rid of limiting beliefs. But at the end of the day, it's all about just starting, right? You have to start small. Find something small that's a limiting belief for you and step outside that, I was a shy kid growing up. And now I stand in front of a camera every day and I talk, and I speak my mind, and I talk to people, and I coached and I got out of my shell, and it was all because I took these tiny little steps. And in my life today, I'm now trying to do that everywhere, in business, in the gym still, in my social life, always trying to get outside my limiting beliefs. And it becomes addicting, and you'll get addicted to it because it's such a rush to realize you can be free from these preconceived ideas that you have of yourself and who you are. You should always be constantly changing and constantly progressing, and limiting beliefs are the things that root us where we're stuck. If you cut them, you're free to go wherever you want. So guys, this week, I implore you, go out there, find a limiting belief you have. Find the smallest one you can think of. Take a week back to just assess it and ask yourself why every day. That's really why you think that way, and start looking for the answers why you should think otherwise. Who knows? Maybe it'll be the start of your own transformation, your own stepping outside of what you're comfortable with into what you want to become. Guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content. Comment down below what else you'd like to see. And as always, guys, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.